Are 5.56 AKs taking over? Is it the way of the future when it comes to AKs in the US? Is it the safest way to own an AK and always get ammo? That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into it. This isn't necessarily going to be a pros and cons video of 5.56 AKs. We already have a video on that that's not too old. I'm going to make sure to link that down in the description below. Today, mainly we're going to get into a current events. What is the status currently of AKs in this country? To me, as of October of 2023, I think 5.56 AKs are absolutely taking over. 5.45 being extremely difficult to own nowadays is a big factor. And unfortunately, 7.62 by 39 isn't getting any better. That's definitely the saddest current state of things right now, is we're seeing the steel case 7.62 by 39 dry up. It's basically becoming the same price as pretty decent brass case 223, which is why you really kind of have to ask yourself, is it really that bad owning a 5.56 AK? And I always go back to the same thing I say all the time when people grill me about NATO AKs, how it's blasphemy or whatever. I always go back to saying, if you truly love the Kalashnikov platform and you just love the experience of shooting it, why would you not want a caliber that's always going to be available? I personally like AKs enough to where I'm not really married to 7.62 by 39 or 5.45, even though I absolutely love those calibers. I love the magazines that you get with it. It's definitely the round that was designed for the platform. I totally get you there. But I shoot AKs all the time. I shoot a lot of competitions. I like to go to carbine classes. I like to go out and just LARP around the flat range like everyone else does. 5.56 AKs will always allow me to do that and get my AK fix. I don't just like shooting AR-15s and everything else, so 5.56 AKs work for me. If you like a lot of the hats and t-shirts that you see in these videos, that's thirdpinthreads.com. Feel free to swing by the website, pick up some merch. That's the best way to support this channel. We don't do random paid ads for ball sack razors, just not what you're into, and neither are we. You can also find Kalash Bash t-shirts on the website. Speaking of Kalash Bash, the link for pre-registration is down in the description below. Tickets will go live in early November. Everyone that pre-registers will have early access to the tickets. The match and general admission always sells out. I don't want you guys to miss the opportunity. The best way to seal the deal is to pre-register ahead of time. Kalash Bash is the largest AK event in the country. I want you all to be there. So currently, what are we looking at here? I want to talk about some current prices on 5.45 and 7.62, and then we'll compare that to current prices of what I can find 223 or 5.56. Let's get into current 5.45 pricing as of October of 2023. My source is AmmoSeek, and I do compare AmmoSeek to a few other sources, but typically that's a good way to gauge the temperature on certain ammo pricing. It does a broad search, kind of lets you know where things are at. Right now, the cheapest that I can find any 5.45 right now, 73 cents a round. And there's not many places that have it that have good ratings. Maybe one as far as AmmoSeek goes. So you're looking at anywhere between 73 cents a round to 83 cents a round. This absolutely just spits in the face of what 5.45 was in years past. It was the cheapest way to shoot AKs. For a while, especially during COVID, 5.45 was like the little secret that not many guys knew about. It was a super cheap way to buy ammo because no one was overpaying for it when all the ammo went away during Rona. So unfortunately, that time is gone. I don't think it's ever going to get any better. I know what you guys are going to say in the comments. PSA will save us with ammo, and maybe, just maybe, we can get some of that Azerbaijani ammo from Tele Ammo. Fingers crossed. But the thing is, even if 5.45 comes back in at what, 50, 60 cents a round, is it really solving the problem? That's still very expensive to shoot, but it's better than 73 cents a round, which is what we're currently seeing. When it comes to 7.62 by 39, as of October of 2023, you're looking at half the price of 5.45. So according to AmmoSeek, you can find it pretty regular for 37 cents a round. Now, I have heard there are other sources that are not showing up on AmmoSeek where you can get it 36, maybe a little bit better. I believe that the Tele Ammo goes for relatively inexpensive. So that's honestly pretty good. And the good news about 7.62 by 39. If there are any other options as far as other countries sending ammo to us or American, companies spending up to make it, they're going to invest in 7.62 by 39 first before anyone will invest in 5.45. There's just more guns here that take that ammo. There's more people that will buy it. So realistically, I don't think 7.62 by 39 will ever reach those crazy prices. There's enough money in this country to be made. Somebody will keep that ammo cheap. They'll keep it coming in, or they'll just make it. So that's pretty good. When it comes to 223 Remington, that ammo can be found in the low 30s, as low as 31 cents a round. Maybe if you really search outside of AmmoSeek, maybe some company it doesn't know about, you could probably find it for 30 cents a round, but you can religiously find the stuff for 31 cents a round, which isn't a whole lot cheaper than 7.62 by 39, but when it comes to an AK that you want to have a bit less recoil, maybe have a wider variety of ammo, get that long-reaching ammo that you got when you were shooting 5.45, 223, and even 5.56, we'll get into that in a second, that will deliver, and it will deliver cheaper than 7.62 by 39 right now. Remember that. Let's go ahead and talk about 5.56 prices. All right, buckle up. Current 5.56 NATO prices, remanufactured and new, can be found around 35 to 36 cents a round, according to AmmoSeek, and there are a lot of sources that have good ratings at those prices. That is cheaper than 7.62 by 39. I never thought I'd see the day where you could even buy 5.56 NATO for cheaper than the cheapest 7.62 by 39, but that's the current state of things. So, to put all of this into perspective, the cheapest way currently in October of 2023 to shoot an AK, any Kalashnikov right now, excluding PCCs, is 223 and 5.56. Whether you like it or not, I'm not trying to convince you that it is the best round for an AK. I don't believe that it is, but it's the best round right now without spending needless money. And it just sucks. I hate admitting that. I absolutely love 5.45. I love 7.62 by 39. The majority of my AKs are in those calibers, but I do have about a half dozen that are 223, 5.56, and it's the only way I've been able to enjoy AKs for like the past 6 months without spending a ton of money. We are right in the middle of a silent recession. People aren't spending money right now. People aren't buying AK-74s right now. People are buying 5.56s. They've already got the ammo for their AR, so it's an easy transition. And with these ammo prices, it's hard to deny that if you want to shoot AKs right now, you need to buy a 5.56 AK. But the good news is there are good options. The M90s, the SAM-5s, even though that is a very expensive option, you've got options from WBP. You have Romanian options. You have American-made options. There's a lot to choose from. And, I would definitely pick one up. It's really no different right now than it was during COVID. So remember the COVID times when you couldn't touch 9mm, 223, anything for less than $1 a round. What did guys do? Even guys that hated AKs, what did they do? They went out and bought an AKM so they could shoot 7.62 by 39, which at the time was over, half less than what you could find the American calibers for. Because all the boomers and everyone that was Americanized, they were freaking out. They were buying all the American calibers. 7.62 by 39 sat on the shelf. So guys bought AKs so that they could shoot during that 2-year period. This is relative to that. We're in a similar situation where now all of the Comblock ammo that is now banned from import is reaching those prices that we saw 223 and 9mm go for in COVID. So what are these AK guys doing? They're either just shooting their ARs for a while, or they're buying 5.56 AKs so that they can still shoot during this period until something happens. So, yes, I am telling you that 5.56 AKs are the way of the future. Right now, it's the best way to shoot the platform and get your money's worth. Plus, you've got options. You've got brass case. Might even still be able to find some steel case out there. It's kind of fun to take AKs out to distance with quality ammo. Try it. You won't puke. You might not be able to post it on Facebook without getting ridiculed because it's blasphemy, but I'm telling you, that's the way to do it right now. I hope that a year from now we're having a different conversation, but right now, the 5.56 AK is king. And finally, another thing that I'm trending are a lot of people are offloading their AK-74s and 5.45 with not a lot of takers. People aren't paying the prices that they were paying a year, 2 years ago for 74s when it was like super hot. I mean, people were paying $2,500, $3,000 for really collectible models, $4,000. People still do pay those prices today, but nothing like it was a couple years ago. People are having a hard time offloading their 74s. If it doesn't come with mags and ammo, forget about it. There's no way for the next year I could ever see myself buying an AK or anything chambered in 5.45. That's how bad it's gotten. Finally, look at what the big name boutique AK manufacturers and gunsmiths are doing. Rifle Dynamics, Meridian Defense, Krebs Custom, even some stuff that Fuller Phoenix has been doing. They're making a little bit of 7.62x39. They're making a lot of 223 and 5.56 AKs. They are making no 5.45x39 AKs. What does that tell you? That's what people are spending money on, so that's what they're making. So that's it. All I have for you today. That is why I think currently 5.56 AKs are the way of the future and why they are taking over as of October of 2023. Hope you enjoyed this video. If I have anything else to add over the coming months with Tele ammo from Azerbaijan, maybe PSA tooling up for 5.45, which I have heard zero updates on, but people sure keep shouting it from mountaintops that PSA will save us with 5.45. I have had no updates. We are going to go to SHOT Show in a few months. Maybe I can put my ear to the ground and get some sort of update on that. I will definitely let you guys know. Right now, I got nothing. I see no light at the end of the tunnel for 5.45 right now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.